bloomed into pulsating fungal plates, stalked the darkness, their eerie clicks echoing through the desolate streets. They were blind, but their hearing was acute, making them formidable predators. Survival was a brutal act of defiance. Every day was a battle against the elements, the infected, and even other survivors. Trust was a currency long spent. In this new world, alliances were fragile and betrayal was a constant threat. In this shattered world, humanity clung to existence, haunted by the ghosts of the past and the ever-present threat of the infected. The memories of loved ones lost and the life that once was lingered like a shadow. It was a world where hope was a dangerous luxury and despair a constant companion. Yet amidst the ruins there were still flickers of resilience, small acts of kindness, and the unyielding will to survive. Joel, a hardened survivor, bore the scars of his past like medals of a forgotten war. Each line on his face told a story of survival, of battles fought and lost in a world that had crumbled around him. The loss of his daughter Sarah in the early days of the outbreak had carved a chasm in his soul, leaving him hardened and emotionally adrift. The memory of her laughter, her innocence haunted him, a ghost that lingered in the corners of his mind. He navigated this ravaged world with a haunted look in his eyes, his humanity buried beneath layers of cynicism and ruthlessness. Every step he took was a reminder of the world that once was and the man he used to be. Ellie, on the other hand, was a beacon of defiance against the encroaching darkness. Her spirit was unbroken, her will unyielding, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Born into this post-apocalyptic world, she had never known the comfort of peace or the security of a loving family. The ruins of the old world were her playground, the shadows her constant companions. Yet beneath her tough exterior and sharp wit, there was a spark of resilience, a yearning for connection in a world that had grown cold. She held on to hope like a lifeline, believing that there was still something worth fighting for. Their paths collided in the crumbling remnants of Boston's quarantine zone. It was a meeting that neither of them had anticipated, a twist of fate that would change their lives forever. Joel, tasked with smuggling Ellie out of the city, saw her as nothing more than cargo, a means to an end. He was a man on a mission, driven by duty and the promise of a reward. Ellie, desperate for a connection, saw in Joel a glimmer of hope, a chance for something resembling family. She longed for someone to trust, someone who could help her navigate the dangers of this broken world. Their journey, born out of necessity, would become a crucible, forging a bond neither of them expected. As they traveled through the desolate landscape, they began to rely on each other in ways they never thought possible. It would force them to confront their own demons, the echoes of their pasts, and the uncertain future that lay ahead. Together, they would face the horrors of this new world, finding strength in their shared struggle and the promise of redemption. Their journey westward was a perilous odyssey through the ruins of civilization. They traversed the overgrown highways, the skeletons of abandoned cities, and the haunting beauty of nature reclaiming its dominion. Each step was fraught with danger, a constant negotiation between survival and despair. They encountered other survivors, each with their own stories of loss and resilience. Some, like the hardened hunters Bill and Frank, had carved out a semblance of normalcy amidst the chaos. Others, like the cannibalistic hunters led by the ruthless David, had succumbed to the darkness, their humanity twisted by the horrors they had witnessed. Through these encounters, the true nature of the cordyceps infection revealed itself. It was more than just a physical threat. It was a corruption that gnawed at the edges of humanity, testing the limits of morality and pushing survivors to the brink of their own darkness. Section 4 scars, both visible and unseen. The road was a harsh teacher, leaving its mark on both Joel and Ellie. Every step they took on the cracked pavement was a reminder of the world they had lost, and the new, brutal reality they had to navigate. The overgrown vegetation and the silence of the empty highway were constant reminders of the life that once was, now replaced by a relentless struggle for survival. Each encounter, each brush with death, chipped away at the walls they had built around their hearts. The tension in their faces told stories of countless battles fought and the emotional toll it took on them. The desolate environment was not just a backdrop, but a character in their story, shaping their every move and decision. Joel, haunted by the ghost of Sarah, saw in Ellie a flicker of his lost daughter, a chance to atone for the past. The photograph he carried was a constant reminder of his failure to protect his own child, and in Ellie, he found a chance to redeem himself. Their bonding moments, though rare, were precious, offering a glimpse of normalcy in a world gone mad. Ellie, starved for affection and guidance, found in Joel a surrogate father, a protector in a world that offered little solace. Her eyes, filled with a mix of hope and fear, looked up to him for the guidance she desperately needed. In Joel, she found not just a protector, but a mentor, someone who could teach her how to survive in this harsh new world. Their relationship, initially one of convenience, deepened into something akin to love. The ruined landscape around them made their moments of affection even more poignant, as if love itself was a rebellion against the desolation. These intimate moments were their sanctuary, a brief escape from the relentless hardships they faced daily. They shared moments of laughter amidst the ruins, finding solace in each other's company. Around the campfire, the destroyed city seemed to fade away, replaced by the warmth of their shared stories and laughter. These joyful moments were rare but invaluable, a reminder that even in the darkest times, human connection could bring light. They fought side by side, their survival dependent on their trust in one another. Each battle they faced together strengthened their bond, turning them into a formidable team. Their mutual support was not just a necessity, but a testament to the deep trust they had developed, a trust that was crucial for their survival. Yet the trauma of their experiences ran deep. The haunted expressions on their faces were windows to the nightmares that plagued them, flashbacks of the horrors they had witnessed and endured. The ruined world around them was a constant trigger, making it impossible to escape the memories of their traumatic past. Nightmares plagued their sleep, and the fear of loss was a constant shadow. In the dark, ruined environment, their minds found no peace, only the relentless replay of their worst fears. The anxiety and fear of losing each other were ever present, casting a long shadow over their every waking moment. Joel, hardened by years of survival, struggled to reconcile his growing affection for Ellie with his fear of repeating the past. The burden of his past failures weighed heavily on him, making every act of affection a complex mix of love and hesitation. He was torn between the need to protect her and the fear of losing her, a conflict that gnawed at his very soul. Ellie, forced to grow up too fast, grappled with the weight of responsibility and the uncertainty of their future. Her pensive, worried expression spoke volumes about the heavy burdens she carried. In a desolate future where every decision could mean life or death, she had to navigate the complexities of survival while dealing with the emotional scars that came with it. Section 5, The Fireflies' Glimmer. Their journey led them to the Fireflies, a rebel group fighting for a cure. Led by the enigmatic Marlene, the Fireflies represented a glimmer of hope in a world consumed by despair. They believed that Ellie, immune to the cordyceps infection, held the key to developing a vaccine. The discovery of Ellie's immunity was a double-edged sword. It offered a glimmer of hope for a cure, a chance to reclaim the world from the grip of the infection. Yet it also painted a target on Ellie's back, making her a commodity, a symbol of salvation in a world desperate for redemption. For Joel, the fireflies represented a chance to give Ellie's life meaning, to ensure that her suffering would not be in vain. For Ellie, it was a chance to be more than just a survivor, to be a beacon of hope for a world on the brink. Yet as they delved deeper into the fireflies' operation, they encountered a darkness lurking beneath the surface, a moral ambiguity that challenged their perceptions of hope and sacrifice.